What is going on, guys? Joey here, and I got 5 reasons why I think the regular iPhone 15 is the phone to grab in 2025. So this is my wife's phone and I'm about to change the screen protector on it, and that got me thinking, what would be the reasons to buy an iPhone 15 in 2025? Alright, let's kick things off with the reason number 1, and that's the dynamic island. This was something you could only get on the Pro models before the iPhone 15 came out in 2023, and it was a big deal when Apple brought it to the regular lineup, and even now it's a standout feature. If you're still using an older iPhone with the notch, this is a major upgrade. Not just in looks, but in what it actually can do. So here's why it's awesome. Basically, any activity running in the background moves into the dynamic island. Tap and hold to bring up the quick controls, or tap once to bring the entire app to the front. If you don't want the app in the island, just swipe left to dismiss it, and if you change your mind, swipe right to bring it back. It might seem like a small thing, but it really changes how you use your phone every day. If you have been holding off on upgrading, this feature alone could make it totally worth it. Alright, reason number 2, the 48 megapixel main camera. This is another big upgrade that came to the regular lineup with the iPhone 15, and honestly, this one is a game changer. My wife loves taking photos, and she said she absolutely loves the 48 megapixel camera. She's a big fan of the 2x zoom option, which goes all the way to 6x with digital zoom and still captures so much detail. Pretty solid for casual use. The ultra-wide angle lens is still 12 megapixels, which is fine because before this all cameras on the regular iPhones were 12 megapixels. So I would say the iPhone 15 is the first regular model that gives you pro level quality without actually needing to buy a Pro model. Alright, reason number 3, USB-C. Finally, Apple digital lightning connector on this one, and this is a huge improvement, not just for charging but also for file transfers. It's faster, way more convenient, and works with pretty much every other device you already own. And check this out, you can now plug it into your external monitor and mirror your screen just like that. You can watch movies, play games, or do whatever. It's super handy. Also, if you're thinking about creating content with your phone, the 15 is perfect for it. You can plug in any USB mic and boom, you're ready to record. And get this, you can even use it to charge your AirPods with your phone. What? Heck, you can even charge other phones like my iPhone 13 mini. Now that's super cool. Guys, if USB-C is what you're after, this is the cheapest iPhone with it, which brings me to reason number 4, the price and value. Let me say this straight from the bat. A used or refurbished iPhone 15 is a fantastic deal in 2025, especially when you compare it to a new iPhone 16. The 16 doesn't really bring much to the table, just a slightly tweaked back design, but from the front, it's basically identical to the iPhone 15. Even the cameras are the same. Yeah, they're calling it the Fusion camera now, but let's be real, that's just a fancy way of saying there are some software tweaks in the background. Now you can still buy an iPhone 15 new from Apple, but let's just talk about used iPhone 15s. Take this one I'm holding right now. It's 15 months old and basically looks brand new. The frosted back glass hold up very well as the aluminum sides. So what about the battery health, you're asking? This one is at 89% with 313 cycles, which is pretty normal for 15 months of use. And guess what? It still lasts all day, even with medium to heavy use. Now, depending on where you look, you can snag a used iPhone 15 for as low as $530 from refurbishers like Back Market. eBay prices are around the same, $534.99 for unlocked eSIM versions, but here in Europe it's a bit pricier. An iPhone 15 will set you back 650 euros, but that's including tax, a 12-month warranty, and the European version still has the physical SIM tray. The bottom line is you can save some serious cash while not missing out on much by skipping the most recent iPhone. And that brings me to reason number 5, you're not missing out on much. Now, let's be totally real here. What are you actually missing by going with the regular iPhone 15? Apple AI features? Let's be honest, Apple AI is pretty weak. Even in early 2025, they rushed it. It feels like it's still in beta and it's barely useful. The action button? Yeah, cool feature, but let's face it, it's not a must-have. What else is there? 120Hz refresh rate? Sure, it's smoother, but most people can't even tell the difference between 60Hz and 120Hz. And honestly, 60Hz gets the job done just fine. That said, let's quickly check the specs. The iPhone 15 has the Apple A16 Bionic with 6 gigs of RAM, and I know what you're thinking, but Joey, the iPhone 16 has the A18, which is 2 generations newer. And yeah, that's true, but the A16 Bionic in the iPhone 15 is still crazy fast. For 98% of the tasks, you won't notice a single difference. It's insanely smooth, no lag, no worries. Also, I would say go with the 256GB option if you can, but even with 128GB of storage, you will be fine, especially if you use iCloud, which isn't that expensive, or if you're like me, you can host your own server instead and skip paying for any cloud storage. But hey, that's just me. So there you have it, 5 reasons why the regular iPhone 15 is a solid pick in 2025. What do you think, guys? Did I nail it, or is there something you would add? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, that's it for today. See you in the next one.